Hello guys, welcome to the show. Today is another day I'm working on the 190. There's only 4 days left before we have to leave for Bulgaria with the car on a trailer. So today we're doing the most favorite thing of mine, and this is wet sanding the whole car. Yep. So you know what time it is? It's time for a time lapse. So sit back, enjoy the time lapse, enjoy George absolutely knocking himself down from sanding. And yeah, I'm gonna put you over here on a box right in front of the car, and let's get to sanding now. Alright guys, it's been a couple of good hours. It's about 6 o'clock already, end of the day for most people. But me and Dad, we're gonna start spraying the car. So if you can guess what color it is, I'll send you a free broken turbo. Nah, jokes. So we're starting to spray the car now. Hopefully in a couple of hours we're gonna be ready to lacquer it. Well, or it'll be lacquered in a couple hours. We'll see how it takes us. But yeah, enjoy the time lapse. I'm gonna put you on the slowest time lapse that I can on my camera, and yeah, just enjoy it. Any comments, let me know. This is 2 layers of lacquer, 4 layers of paint. I'm gonna go for a 3rd layer of lacquer in a little bit. I'm just gonna let the fumes go away. That lacquer that I just sprayed to dry a little bit, so it's like stringy when you touch it. And 3rd final one, give it like half an hour, unmask it, and we're good to go. It's 9 o'clock. So hopefully by 10:30 we should be ready to go home. But that's all it takes. Hello guys, it's been 2 days since we painted the car, and I have fitted the headlight, I've painted the bonnet, I've remade the grille on top, the slam panel thing, because the bonnet wasn't closing right. And today I did a quick nut and bolt check underneath the car. Everything looks okay, and let me walk you through it, what we're doing, where we're up to. Yeah, today is 9th of August. Don't know if it's gonna focus. Yeah, 9th of August is today. Tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow evening we need to catch the boat at some point and head our way over to Bulgaria. So let me give you an update. So, intercooler connected 2 different silicone pipes just for the sake of it. I'm gonna need to grind and repaint this, attach the cable and all that stuff. I've made a triangular bar just to keep it in place. I had to drill these. I'm gonna make them square now with the file. And I need to drop the bumper down because it goes over the wings, and I've scratched this one a little bit, you can see. But yeah, car's on coilovers already, as you saw. What else? I've added the hangers. I've just MIG welded them and put some paint on them. But yeah, hangers for the exhaust done at the back. And yeah, all the way 3-inch. I'll show you. Alright, so polybush the subframe. You already seen that. New arms, new bushings, whatever. Exhaust is done. Braided lines at the back. And this prop, and this gearbox mount, and this gearbox itself, I bought it off him. We have a screamer pipe that does cool noises and all that stuff. Flexi plate that I've already drug on the ground. What else? BMW E36 shifter. I'm going to close that hole from the top. And I'm also going to try and lift the whole shifter up because it's ever so slightly scraping in first and second because they're more slanted towards the prop itself. Yeah, adjusted the handbrake cable today. I'm not going to have time, unfortunately, to paint the wheels, so they will stay white, like beat up white. But yeah, the car is almost ready for its trip back to Bulgaria. On the bumpers themselves, that black piece that is usually on the OEM cars, I'm going to try and replicate that. So the bumpers themselves are painted, but I want to paint that black piece as well. I want it black, I don't want it the color of the car. And I'm thinking of painting these black as well. Like the whole bottom edge of the skirt, I want it black. I think it's going to add a nice offset. Right now, because it's grey, like, don't get me wrong, the car is low to the ground, but with this, it looks even lower. Like, it actually shows how low it is to the ground. So I don't know if I'm a fan of that because it's an equal. So basically, the front is lower than the back. That's how I usually set them up. Also, these for homemade panel, it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, there's imperfections in the paint over there I need to take out, but that can wait. I'm not too fussed about it. I've put mostly of the interior back together. I need to put some bulbs in the clocks, and then the clocks can go back in it. The seat will get a wash once I get in Bulgaria because it's way hotter there than here. But yeah, this is how it looks straight off the ramp. You can see how low it is. Like, there's 5 fingers, maybe 4 or 5 fingers. Like, distance is super low. I think Paul has a tape measure over here. Bear in mind, this is like, the car's not actually settled to the ground. So it's about 9 centimeters from the ground. Yeah, 9 centimeters from the ground at the front, and about 17 from the back. I mean, as I said, this is not the height of the car. The car will come down. Ooh. All the smoke came out. Stinks. Good thing is it's quite harsh, like it's quite stiff. So yeah, I'm thinking of going, there you go, that's more the proper color of the car. I'm thinking of going 225 40 17s at the front, close the arch gap a little bit, and 255 35 17s at the back. I love the raked look of it. I love how it looks when the rear of the car is a little bit higher than the front. So I think I'm going to keep that, but wide the tires so we can fill in the arches, because yeah, tires is quite in. But yeah, looks pretty nice. Whoop. I need a strut. I think I'm gonna get that in Bulgaria as well. Yeah. So I've got a washer bottle from Amazon. It's this thing over here. I think it was like £13. And it holds about 1 litre and 200. Yeah, same situation like the drift car. Where do we put this now? Right. I mean, I do have in here somewhere. On that side. By the way, we are ready to go. We're packed up. Full house. I do have the stock one. So maybe we can make like an alley bracket for that as well. Like the other side, like the expansion tank. And we can, oh, no chance. No chance. It's gonna hit. Ah, dang it. But yeah, I need to, well, I can put that in the boot, I guess. It's not too big of a deal. The washer stuff. Winter is gonna be a problem if I don't have one, but yeah, right now it's not too big of a deal. But yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna add a big sticker, or at least gonna do some drawing on the bonnet. That's why it's not lacquered properly. I just put a one layer just to seal it up, basically. But yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna square these off, paint them, and then get the bumpers on mounted and that black stuff. I might do it today. Box just dropped on the ground. Might do it today, I might do it in Bulgaria. It doesn't matter, it's just some tape and spray can, basically. It's nothing major. But that's where we're set with the car. I have added some switches inside as well. Let me show you. Oh, whoop. Right, so inside, this works, by the way, the GPS. There we go. So over here we have cruise control at the bottom. This is going to be anti-lag, and that switches the maps, but the second map is not written yet, so you know. But yeah, haven't even driven it out yet. But yeah, this is our reverse. I need to figure out a way to make the reverse work. Well, that'll be later. Yeah, pretty much that's it. Right, let me get these stuff for the bumper trimmed up, painted, the bumper put on, the seam sealer run, and then I'll catch up with you guys when it's all done and ready to go, and on the trailer probably. Alright guys, just before we go off to a holiday with Dad, we finished the red flag, and by finished I mean finished. It's ready. We're gonna drive it home, park it, and then leave the keys at a safe place for my customer to come and pick up the car and drop my 2.6, the Goldie one, because that is his courtesy car. So yeah, let me show you. It looks pretty nice. So there we go. I do have the front cover over here, but I didn't like the way the paint job came out of it, so we're gonna probably redo that. But yeah, GT28 Pulsar turbo with the breather and everything, ram air, obviously a sticker who built it, you know, that's me. But yeah, we do have at the front oil pressure, oil temperature that we just did. We have the Mac Boost solenoid, we have a temperature sensor for the ECU, we have temperature sensor for the dash itself, temp sensor for the air that comes in the car, and yeah, big old throttle body, and most of the rest of the wires are kind of hidden. When we put the cover on, it gets quite nice actually in here. You know the drill, two big 12-inch Mishimoto fans with a fan shroud that I made myself, W202 radiator, there's a part number if you want, W202 hose over there, and we have the stock 190 2-liter hose going down to the radiator, and then we have one which just acts as a block off, and yeah, everything else fits. Now exterior wise, when we close this, so I gave it a very quick polish yesterday just so you can blend the colors between the two, but we've added the vents, painted the grille. Obviously Dad did an amazing job with the arches. You know, not probably everybody's taste, they're not my taste, but they're customer's taste, so as long as he likes them, we're happy and he's happy. 8-pot AMG calipers at the front with a massive huge discs. These things, they stop like anchors. You just, you know, press lightly the pedal, and if you don't wear your seatbelt, you can crack your windscreen with your head. Same at the back, big AMG, I think they're 4-pot at the back. Yeah, 4-pot calipers at the back. These came out though, but we're gonna paint the car in the future black, the whole thing. It's just temporary for now, and we don't have time to polish it. But yeah, spoiler, that's not wired in yet, because I'm just running out of time. I don't have the time to wire this in. I'll wire that once I come back. But yeah, blacked out badges, WRX exhaust, the big wide arches that did, and inside it's pretty much stock. He's gonna have that Android over there on the dash. I just haven't figured out how to make Bluetooth work on this, because it's meant to be a radio, like a double DIN for E-Class, I believe, but obviously it's not a tablet. I tried the Bluetooth model with my tablet, and my tablet works with it. We went with the white dials and W140 or 126 clock. I don't remember what it was, but I haven't managed to make this clock work just yet. I'm not sure what I'm missing. I'm gonna play with that once I come back. Yeah, I've not done it before, so I don't know. We have a cruise control on a button over here, so when you get to your speed, you just press that on, and then the car continues the speed that it is at the moment. And then we have a second map switch. So you can have your low boost, high boost, or maybe your economy map, I don't know. It's on there basically. But yeah, this is the red flag. It's all done for the moment. As I said, this car is gonna come next year, I believe, at some point, for full respray, some finishing stuff that we need to do once I figure it out more time, because I do have a couple of your guys' projects that are booked in after this. But yes, the red flag is done, and I kind of like it. It's a very quiet car, so it's very different to the rest of the vehicles we've done on the channel. That WRX box does absolute wonders. Basically, it has a back box, a bit, and a big resonator at the front, and the thing is just so quiet. That back box is amazing. But yeah, this is it from the red flag. Let's move to my car now. It's gonna be like a general update video basically. It's about to rain, but the E-Class is locked and loaded, and my car is almost done as well. Have a look. So it's all painted, as you know. I've added the support structure underneath, I don't know if you can see, for the bonnet, so it doesn't come off flying. There's bits that I'm gonna be polishing in Bulgaria. Quick release on the bumper on that side, and quick release on the bumper on this side. That's pretty nice. You just press the button, comes off, and obviously you will have the factory mountings at the back of the front. Spare parts with us just in case. I'm gonna get some tools as well. But yeah, this is our combo, and I might move the car a little bit backwards so it's not front heavy, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, update in a couple of hours or a day when we get in, you know, next checkpoint, whichever it is. Decided which checkpoint is gonna be what, but for now this is our composition. So see you in a little bit, I guess. What are those? It's our car. Yeah, it's all there. So we stopped somewhere in Germany to fuel up, because I was driving and I saw a Porsche dealership, and then right next to it the signs. Well, it's Sunday and it's closed, so unfortunately we need to find one which is close to the highway, because these are usually 24/7 and they're working. So yeah, I'll need to find another petrol station now, because we have like 80 kilometers to empty. So yeah, it is what it is. It's doing great though, both cars. This is looking nice. I checked the straps, all tight, no problem. It gets quite a lot of attention. I was not expecting that much. Like when we traveled with Dobsy, we did get a lot of attention, but this is on a trailer, so I don't know. Maybe because it's without a bumper and you can see all the gold and intercolors and whatnot. But yeah, it does look alright. Just need to lift the headlights up a little bit, because right now they look angry as of the inners are dipping down, so they need to be lifted up. But yeah, other than that, it's all good, it's all great. That good old horse is doing the job perfectly fine. So yeah, waiting for Dad to come back. There he is, and we're going to find a petrol station. Okay, so as you can see, we're already in Bulgaria. Car's legal on the road now. The only problem is it dies when you dip the clutch in, and I'm trying to figure out the settings and I can't really figure it out. So I'm gonna play more with it until I get it right. But other than that, it drives pretty nice. I need to modify the shifter. I need to extend the rod a little bit, but that means that I need to lift the shifter a little bit, because reverse sometimes pops out because it's not engaged fully. So yeah, that's something that I need to look into. But other than that, the drive's pretty nice. Also, there's vibrations, but I guess this could be from the car not being absolutely tracked at all. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Can't complain. What the hell?
Така. Не, отгоре нека си. Те така.
But yeah, the car drives actually quite nice. The only problem is I broke reverse, because obviously it's not a gated gearbox, so you can get it in reverse by mistake. So I think that's what I did. I think I did first for second, and then I grabbed the reverse by mistake. It grinded a little bit, and then immediately I found third gear, like I just moved it to third. But now when you try and reverse, it pops out of gear. You have to like hold it in place, and then it will reverse if you're slow and gentle with the throttle. But that's all right. I found another gearbox for like £100, which is the new style gearbox, and it comes from a 2.7 Mercedes W111, and reverse is next to first. So like a BMW basically. It has like a stronger spring, and you have a lockout. But yeah, so let me see if I can find some vacuum lines so I can run the second port of the wastegate to the solenoid, and then I'm gonna lift the car up, check on the brakes, because under braking there's a lot of vibration, and I think maybe the def wobble at around 100, it's coming actually from the brake discs. They're brand new, they have like 3,000 miles on them, but you never know, we could have wobbed them up, you know. So yeah, that is the plan. By the way, Volkswagen, that's auto. So yeah, let's do a couple things. It's been great so far here, but honestly I couldn't wait for that rain to come, because it is hot here, I'm telling you. So basically the car, it's a grocery picker. It's officially a daily car, isn't it?
Yeah.
We don't have a good reverse, but it's there, it's driving. You just need to be a little bit tricky with the parking, you know. Oh my god. Da ja. Mach nou. So it's the end of part number 4, I think. The car and the trailer, they're, you know, parked and waiting for my winter trip. Basically, the car made 400 horsepower at 1.4 bar, but it was losing fuel pressure. So up the top, about 6 grand RPM, the fuel pressure will drop to like 2.5 bars, and it will start leaning out after 4,000 RPM. So we said that's enough. Fix the fuel pressure issue. Once we fix that, then we can, you know, up the boost a bit more. As you know, we're shooting for about 2.5 bars of boost, which is very, like, the highest I would ever take this engine to. Even 2 bars for most cars is, you know, too much, but 9.1 to 1 compression ratio should allow us to do that. But yeah, the trip was overall success. We've beaten on the car for a couple of good days. We haven't filmed because, you know, a couple of people, you know, with stuff on their heads and, you know, badges on the things, they look at videos and, you know, after that they give you fines. So we haven't filmed much of this, but yeah, the car's pretty nice to drive. Next time when we come in, I'll bring in another gearbox because I broke a reverse gear on this one, and I think second it's on its way out as well. So I'll bring another gearbox in. I'll bring fuel pumps, heavier duty gauge wiring for the fuel pump, and also want to mount the tablet inside the car a little bit nicer so we can see engine stats and whatnot. But yeah, I've already broken the bumper because the car is so low. Over here, it's where the intercooler hose clamp goes to, and you know, there's a hole in there now. Also scuffed over here, and in the process of that, you can see I've broken the mounting tabs for the arch as well. So I'll repair that next time. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the Cosworth bumper, the original one, the plastic one, and I'm gonna buy from Pesh Motorsport the bottom lip, and I'm gonna send it directly to Bulgaria. We'll bring the other bumper, we'll put the other one on so it fits much better than this one. Fiberglass fits all right, but it's not perfect. So I'm gonna bring the stock one, and yeah, 400 horsepower, 343 or 45 horsepower to the wheels, to the rear wheels, and with 235 tires, it spins very nice. I mean, right now I'm driving it at 0.4 bars, and in second gear, if I kick the clutch in, it goes immediately sideways and starts banging the rev limiter, which is nice. At the moment it's 0.4 bar, is 200 something plus wheel horsepower. So it's very alive, it moves very nice. It did 154 GPS miles an hour, so you know, the whole dash fold in, and that's in 5th gear as well, with a 307 rear end. So the car moves. There's not much videos of it because of these guys that hand out fines, but next, like in a couple months, once we fix the issues with the car, we'll go, there's a private area where we can, you know, play with the car a little bit more, and I'll show you guys what the car can do. But yeah, 1 month trash, and the car was a success, not 100%, but 95% success. So I'm fine with that, you know. Yeah, couple of beauty shots of the car, and I'll see you guys on the next one.